The Media Network Action on Climate Change, MENAC, has stressed the need for increased coverage of climate change and environmental matters in the country. MENAC Executive Coordinator Kennedy Peary says the media must highlight the local solutions which can address climate change and environmental degradation. He says best practices that promote reduction in carbon emissions by preserving trees should be on top of the agenda by media institutions. Mr. Peary was speaking in Eastern Province during a media learning visit at Common Markets for Conservation, COMACO, in Chipata. And COMACO Communication Manager George Sichinga says plans to scale up carbon trading initiative to 33 other chiefdoms from the 9 in Eastern Province next year are underway. He says in line with the Conference of Parties COP27 agenda of planting and preserving more trees, his organization will plant 100 million trees this year to fight deforestation.
While the developed countries are major polluters of the environment, Africa grapples with the devastating effects of climate change. Last year, at the Conference of Parties COP26, developed countries who are major polluters pledged $100 billion towards mitigation and adaptation of climate change. At COP27, in his capacity as chair of the Africa Group of Negotiators, President Hakainde Hichilema asked developed countries to release the money and mitigate the impact of climate change. Of interest is carbon trading as a way of preventing deforestation while realizing livelihood activities from the forest.
Trading, making carbon trading as is possible. And we shouldn't leave the ascension steps to carbon trading, for example, to individual states. Let's work out a template on how to engage in carbon trade much easier, including working on the regulations that affect this important revenue-based activity, which will help us ameliorate the negative effects of climate change.
Community Markets for Conservation, COMACO, is attending COP27 and unveils a 100 million tree planting campaign.
Why the COP27 is very important for us as well is the fact that the work that we're doing on the ground really aligns with what the COP is about. So, for instance, I'll tell you that we have a carbon project that has allowed us to make a payment of about $4.5 million to 9 chiefdoms, and this number of chiefdoms, beneficiary chiefdoms, is supposed to increase next year to a number that's about 33 chiefdoms. And to us, that's very important because it means that the work that we're doing and the initiatives and the solutions that we're putting in place, they're being adopted and appreciated.
Media Network Action on Climate Change wants enhanced coverage of climate change matters by the media.
As we get into the climate space, there's need that we just look at local solutions. And coming to COMACO, you realize they've been doing a lot in the last 19 years, basically providing the local solutions to our local situations as it relates to climate change. What is crucial is that as the media, really, we also need to up our game to ensure that really we get into this space and ensure that we convey the right messages to the people so that they're able to understand and move in terms of addressing the impacts that come with this phenomenon.
Samo Sylvester Kwawe, Diamond News, Eastern Province.